What's up, guys? Got a World of Tanks video here today. It's gonna be on the Panther M10 or Panther slash M10. It's gonna be a review on the tank, tier 7 German premium media tank, as you guys can see right here up above. Let's go ahead and get started on it. So first of all, we're gonna start with the armor. As always, I like to do the armor first and then go to the garage and talk about the other specs in the garage. So right now we're just gonna go ahead and talk about the armor. The actual stats of the armor here, we got 85 millimeters in the front of the hull, and on the side we got 50, rear 40, and the turret armor, you got 100 millimeters in the front and 45 in the side and the rear of the turret, and you got 25 millimeters of track armor. So let's go ahead and go back to the 3D model. So as you can see, this is the collision model. Now all this blue armor, I'm guessing it's like some sort of spaced armor. Is it right there? SP, 5 millimeters SP, guys. And yeah, that's actually here on the side. I'm guessing that's supposed to be like spaced armor or some shit there, guys. I'm not too sure. Pretty sure it's spaced armor though. See if I click on it. Well, yeah, anyways, looks like it's spaced armor, but like I said, 85 millimeters in the front, as you guys see right here. So when you look at the tank, just head on, it looks like this. And as you can see, the armor is angled, so it is actually kind of effective here against some lower tier tanks. As you guys can see right there, the impacted armor, you see it says 5 millimeter SP, then you got the 85 millimeter, which is the thickness of the armor. But the effective armor, if it's not angled, looks to be about 125, but it could go up to like 128. Pretty much like 125 through 130 unangled. Now if I start angling it a little bit, let's go ahead and go on to the the live model. Here we go. So this is the live model. So you can see the armor is a lot stronger here. It even says right there, result ricochet when I start angling it. So you want to angle it like right there pretty much. That's why we get this ricochet area. So if you angle it like this, so you can see the armor gets pretty effective. You know, it jumped up from like what, 125 about around there effective armor when it's just like flat head on, to about, I see about 145. The average here looks to be about 140, so let's go ahead and say about 140. So I added like 15 more millimeters of effective armor. So I mean, that's kind of decent, and depending on what kind of angle you got, I mean, if you angle it and they shoot like way over here on the corner, more than likely they're probably gonna bounce. So the armor is actually pretty effective in the front with the whole armor. Let's go ahead and go back to the collision model. So as you guys can see right here, the armor, the lower plate is 50 millimeters, but you know, actually yeah, it's about 50 millimeters, 55 if you want to count that spaced armor or whatever. Let's go ahead and go on to the visual. Okay, here it is right here. So as you can see, there's the lower plate, and you can see the lower plate just isn't really too strong, as you guys can see there. It's pretty flat, so the lower plate is obviously a weak spot in this tank. If you shoot too low, look at, you will get like a ricochet, as you guys can see right there. It depends where you shoot it at. If you shoot it just dead on in the center, should be able to pen here. It's about 100 millimeters of effective armor, and if you angle it a little bit, it gets up to like 125 or something like that. Yeah, a lot of tanks should be able to pen through that easily, so the lower plate's not too strong. And the side armor, like I said, it's 50 millimeters. You guys can see right there. So it doesn't have really good side armor, so you got to make sure to angle it kind of not too crazy. Something like this is probably good enough. Now for the turret though, guys, let's go ahead and make the turret face me over here. There we go. Alright, so here's the turret armor. We got 100. Let's go ahead and go to the collision. 100 millimeters of the turret armor here, and you also got some of that spaced armor. You guys can see right there. As you can see, the turret is pretty strong depending on where you shoot it. Look at that. It goes from like, what is this, 115? Look at, boom, 600, 300. Like, it's pretty troll here. So the turret is actually a spot I would suggest not to shoot at on the Panther M10. It could really troll you. Sometimes it will go in, and sometimes it just ain't gonna go in, because look at the angling that thing got going on. Look at that. You guys see right there from the side. So the turret is actually kind of deceptive here. If you shoot it, I guess kind of like straight down the right here, straight in the middle on the side of the gun mantlet, might be able to pen it, but I mean, as you can see, it gets pretty trolled. The lower you shoot it to, look at the crazy angling, and look at the crazy armor difference. It goes up. If you shoot too high or shoot too low, you're gonna bounce pretty much. You have to shoot it dead on, right in the center, if you want to be able to pen it. So overall, it's a very strong turret on this tank. So very good turret. Obviously, the sides and the rear are pretty weak. So that about does it there, guys. For the armor, I would rate the armor for medium tanks. I actually think it's kind of decent. So I'll go ahead and give the armor a 7.5 out of 10. It's a pretty decent armor. It could save you here and there, because you do got an angled front, and the turret is pretty fucking troll. So if you're hold down, I think the turret will put in some work for you. But yeah, guys, not much else to say about the armor. Overall, it's pretty decent. If you're fighting against tier 6s, some of them might bounce. If you're fighting against tier 5s, this thing should be able to bounce pretty much most of their shit. Alright, but that's going to be it for the armor review. Let's go ahead and go on to the garage. Alright, guys, so here I am in my garage. Here's my Panther M10. Obviously, I do got XVM or whatever, a mod. You can see my win percentage there with the tank and all that good stuff. As you can see, I got two stripes there, or 2 marks or whatever. Obviously from putting in some work with the tank. As you can see, it's a very experienced crew, because I do have a lot of medium tanks, a lot of medium tank trainer tanks that I like to use. So I really customized my crew to be more of a sniper, kind of a camping sniper type of a crew. As you can see, I got camouflage on it and whatnot, and like designated target. Pretty much try to make it more of a sniper type of style with my medium tanks. So yeah, let's go ahead and go on with the stats here. The Panther M10 firepower, there it is right there. We can look at our gun here. It's kind of the basic 7.5 or 75 millimeter gun. 150 pen, not too bad. Does the job against some tanks. Then you got 194 pen with APC on rounds, which will work, but you gotta watch out with those really strong tier 8 or tier 9 tanks. What else? 135 damage, obviously not too good there, but it'll work. Accuracy is 0.32, excellent accuracy there, and aim time is 2.3, also really good accuracy. So overall, the gun is low damage, kind of low output. My reload is kind of decent though. Reload's at 3.3. That's not too horrible. It's a decent output, but it is a low damage and an average pen gun, but it is pretty accurate. That's what really makes up for it. As you can see, I got my gun depression at -8, so really good gun depression. Like I said, I mean, it's kind of like an American tank. That's why it's Panther /M10. I think that's what it was based on or whatever. But yeah, good depression. Like I said, the excellent turret armor, which is very troll. Will bounce some shots here and there. Survivability of the tank, we already went over that. The armor does have a shit ton of hit points though, which I did not mention. 1,300 hit points is pretty much almost like heavy tank HP right there. That's excellent HP right there. Mobility of the tank, 15 power to weight ratio, as you guys see right there, or specific power. Very good. Good traverse speed, turns excellent, especially with my modifiers right here, with my ventilation, brothers in arms, off-road driving, and clutch braking skill. So the tank does get up to its speed. It's not a super fast tank, but it's not slow either. So good speed on the tank. Concealment, well, this is just the way I have mine set up. Like I said, I like to play this tank kind of as a sniper, and I will flank occasionally if needed to. And when I'm top tier, obviously I'm just gonna kind of snipe for a little bit, then run through later, because this tank does have the speed to be able to run through, and it does have a lot of HP, which makes it which makes it have that really good survivability to be able to finish off enemies and whatnot. My spotting is at 395. Okay, again, that's with my setup here. So for equipment you want to have on this tank, highly recommend the gun rammer. That's pretty much like a must. Ventilation, or actually pretty much everything else is kind of like your preference. Before I actually had camo net with the binoculars, but I think 395 view range is good enough. It's good enough. Even though I like to use this tank as a sniper type of tank, kind of like a TD style gameplay or whatever, I think 395 view range is decent enough. and I'd rather really have the 5% extra to the whole tank, because as you guys can see right here, let me see if I'll go over it. Oh, it pretty much just, like I said, 5% of all crew skills, so it's gonna help out my concealment a little bit, so a little extra camo boost there, pretty much just make the tank overall better. So that's why I went with ventilation. And if you want to play as a sniper tank, I highly suggest sticking with the camo net. But I mean, depending on your gameplay, guys, maybe go with the gun lane drive, maybe coated optics. A lot of people, when they play medium tanks, they like to go with coated optics. So yeah, this is just my preferred equipment loadout. And here's my ammo and whatnot. Obviously carry more AP, only a little bit of HE shells. I mean, obviously APCR, I got 15 rounds because you will face, you know, tier 8 tanks and even the tier 9 tanks. So here's my crew, as you guys can see right there. It's pretty well trained, like I said, very experienced crew. It's on its 4th skill. Yeah, I mean, just really good crew skills here. But not much else to say about the crew and whatnot. Let's talk about the gameplay. So like I said, I like to play this tank as a sniper type of tank, pretty much. You know, I like to camp, or whatever if you guys want to call it. I like to camp behind some bushes. You know, I like to shoot my enemies. You know, make sure I got my camo net on first, and then, you know, obviously if I have a target there, start shooting them up and whatnot. Yeah, I'm trying to inflict damage from a far distance without getting spotted, because the gun is extremely accurate, guys. Go back to the firepower. It's very similar to this tank right here. This tank is a lot more, for sure, this tank is a lot more sniper heavy. This tank has no mobility. It's extremely slow. So this one is 100% sniper. But the thing I like about the Panther M10 here is that I could play it as a sniper, or I could play it as a medium tank. You know, I could go ahead and try to flank my enemies. And like I said, it has the excellent mobility, as you can see there. Really good mobility, good top speed and whatnot. So I like to play it both ways, but I really prefer the sniper style, guys. It just really depends on how you want to play the tank. But yeah, I've had success playing it as a sniper, but I've also had, you know, sometimes where I don't have any success. So it kind of just, you know, I guess it just kind of differs or whatever. It just kind of depends on what kind of matchup you're in. Like if you're top tier, you want to go, you're gonna want to go at it more, be more aggressive. If you're obviously at the lower tier, you know, bottom tier or whatever, the match, you got tier 9s and whatnot. You want to try to camp, pick your shots, try to land effective shots, try to not to get spotted, because the camo on my tank right here is kind of decent, but I mean, it's not a tank destroyer, right? So I mean, sometimes they will spot you and whatnot, even with this camo crew layout and whatnot, and the camo net. But yeah, guys, I think that's all I really got to say about the style and the gameplay of the tank. Let's go ahead and go on to some gameplay. Alright guys, so here we are with my gameplay. Yeah, right now I'm just lagging and whatnot. Alright, so here's the gameplay. Here's the matchup. Obviously, as you can see, I'm top tier in this game. Go ahead and take that out of the way though. There we go. Here's the free camera. So as you can see right now, I'm just trying to get to a good position. My tank. As you can see, I don't even have my camo on because I only have summer camo. So, you know, that actually takes away some of my, you know, obviously concealment or, you know, camo ability. Not get spotted. Alright, so you guys can see, I'm trying to get to a good position here. Trying to get that T-37. Just trying to get some shots in. Okay, right there, I should have had him. I should have had him right there, and I messed up on that play. I should have been able to get a shot in there. Right there, I shot too late or too early. So as you can see, I'm just kind of keeping an eye on him. Right now, as you can see, I'm pretty much playing as a sniper. I mean, I'm not even fully concealed, but I do have excellent camo skills. Okay, I landed a shot there on that church. So you can see I'm from a distance. He's not going to be able to spot me, guys. I'm just way too far. Landed another shot there. As you can see, I'm just trying to get these easy free shots. That shot, I don't know where that one went. Actually, looks like he bounced it. So as you can see, I'm just trying to get some shots in. Now I got that bishop over there. As you can see, the gun is very accurate. Trying to go for that church still. You see, I'm just aiming, keeping my distance. That's like I was saying, guys. Like I was saying, guys, I like to play the tank kind of like a sniper, pretty much. As you can see, I feel comfortable here that these tanks don't really pose too much of a threat. So I'm gonna start moving up here. As you guys can see, I'm just slowly moving up. Okay, I got spotted there, so that's when I started moving a little bit more, because I was like, ah, well, shit. So they were able to spot me. I think it was the T-37 that was probably spotting me there. So now I just keep moving. You can see the tank's not too slow. So as you can see, I'm trying to get a shot in on someone here. There's a T-37. I'm gonna go ahead and go for him. Alright, so I'll bounce a shot there, get a shot on T-37, and then back up. And as you can see, that guy bounced right there off the side. Still haven't taken any damage yet. See that VKP coming up. So as you can see, the tank is a really good sniper though. Okay, that, once again, that was just a bad shot right there. There we go. Just rushing my shots sometimes here and there. Right there I landed 2 excellent shots though to make up for that miss. Looks like I get tracked there from the back or something, from way the fuck over there. I don't know what the fuck was over there. Looks like it was the SU, but he was way the fuck over there. Anyways, as you can see, I'm back up here. And this guy actually pens me. He actually pens the turret, guys. And as you can see, I just ram him there, just finish him off. But he actually penned me right there, guys, under the turret. As I was saying, the turret is pretty strong, so he must have shot that 118mm turret. Or part of the armor of the turret. So right here, I'm just trying to get some shots in. Then I remember there's a SQ-100 and a Bishop on that side. So now I'm like, well, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm just going to keep moving. Like, I don't feel too threatened by the VKP. And yeah, looks like he doesn't even want to shoot me anyway. So I was like, fuck it. Alright, so as you can see, I'm going for the SU-100. His last spotted location. There's a T-29 over there now that I spotted. Okay, there we go. So he's right there. There's the SU. I miss. And the T-20 takes him out. Now there's the Bishop I'm trying to go for. I want to go for the T-29, but there's the Bishop right here. So I got to take him out. Alright, so I get a nice shot into him. Obviously, I'm moving and shooting at the same time. This is like more medium style gameplay right there. As you can see, playing very aggressively, moving fast. As you can see how I'm moving right here. I'm just moving and shooting. That's how you want to play medium tanks most of the time. But since this tank is such a really good sniper, I like to use it as a sniper. Like I said, this is why I like the tank, because you can play as a sniper, or you could actually try to be a medium tank if you want. Alright, so here I'm just getting some shots in. Get a nice quick shot there on the side. And get another one to finish him off. And I also bounced a shot from the VKP there. See, he bounced off my turret, guys. Like I said, the turret is deceptively powerful. Really good turret. And actually, it looks like the RD was able to take him out there. So now I'm just moving, trying to find some targets. Nothing going on here, so I'm going to go ahead and move forward a little bit. Okay, here we are. Again, there we go. There's the E-25 over here. So obviously, I mean, I'm just playing the tank. Just trying to get, you know, as much damage as I can now. You know, I'm just moving forward, trying to get some damage in. That's pretty much it. I already landed a lot of shots. You only got 2 guys left. You know, I'm just trying to clean it up. Trying to get my damage in now. Still playing smart though. Not being overly aggressive here. As you guys can see, I'm picking my shots. Go for that T-34. Back up. Playing it safe. Land another shot. Finish him off. Going for that E-25 now. Land some clean, quick shots there. That's all beautiful auto aim right there. And then he ducks under cover, so I can't shoot him. And I just run up at him. Boom. As you can see, also the tank, guys, is an excellent rammer because it weighs a lot. Really good tank for ramming also because of the speed. So that's pretty much it, guys, for the replay there. I mean, as you can see, I played the tank very safe, you know, kept my distance, tried to snipe. But then, you know, when I see no action going on and when I'm top tier where I can actually bounce some shots, like as you guys see right there, I have some blocked shots right there. When I can actually block some shots with my armor at this type of matchmaking, that's when you want to be more aggressive and attack more and flank more. But at tier 9, it's going to be a lot harder because everybody's going to be able to pen you easily, and you're going to find out that, you know, you're going to die pretty quick. So that's why I like to play the tank, guys, as a sniper, keep my distance, and then when their tanks are beat up, I like to go around and start flanking them and whatnot. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it there for the gameplay. Let me know what you guys think about the video. You know, it's a pretty solid tank if you're able to buy it. pick it up, especially if you like German medium tanks. It's going to be a good, good premium tank to train your crew with. Yeah, so it's a fun little tank, good for sniping if you like sniping, and also has that speed if you like to flank. So that's gonna be it, guys, for the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more World of Tank videos, and yeah, catch you guys on the next video.